Hello, Steve Mills here, the Prudent Marketer, and welcome to this week's Association of Prudent Marketing weekly video. Today I'd like to talk to you about another key area of marketing. It's one of the 5 P's, and that is price, how much something's worth. I've a very good friend of mine, a gentleman called Peter Thompson, showed me this many years ago. He uses actually a tea tray to demonstrate this. Now I've not got a tea tray, so I'm going to use this, which is like a leather folder here. You can see it. It's genuine leather. You know, it's really nice quality. It's a quality document. So my question for you is, how much would you expect to pay for this in somewhere like, I don't know, John Lewis or maybe Debenhams or somewhere like that? I'd like to write it down if you would. Okay, I'm going to hallucinate that you've done that, and I'm going to suggest to you that you've written somewhere between about 30 and maybe 60 pounds, because that's, you know, probably what that would have been. Now, imagine the same thing. It's exactly the same product, but this time it's going to be for sale in Harrods. How much would you expect to pay for this in Harrods? Again, please write that down. Now, I'm going to again hallucinate that you're writing somewhere between about, I don't know, maybe 70 or 80 pounds at the low end, up to maybe perhaps even 300 pounds at the high end. That's roughly where, you know, I've done this many times to groups, and that's roughly where we are. Now, I want you to thirdly imagine that this same thing, this is brand new, yeah? It's still brand new, but this time it's going to be for sale at a boot fair. How much would you expect to pay for it at a boot fair? Now, again, based on the past and asking groups of business people what they'd expect to pay, they say anything from 50p up to about a fiver. So, the question is, I've asked the same market. Imagine I'm in a room now with 100 business people. I've asked that same market, and they're the same product. A question: how much is something worth, dependent on whether it's for sale at a boot fair or Harrods? And the difference has been £300 at the top end and 50p at the bottom end. The question I've got for you is, where are you positioned in that market? Are you Harrods? Are you Debenhams? Or are you at the boot fair? Now, interesting point here. If I offered to sell you this at a boot fair for £1, would you try and knock me down? Yeah, of course you would. I'd definitely knock you down. I'd offer you 50p for it. I'm a Yorkshireman. I'm the prudent marketer. I might even offer you 25p, try and get it for whatever I could. Now, if it was £300 in Harrods, would I try and knock them down, do you think? No, might do, but probably not. 99% of people certainly wouldn't. So, you know, does that mean then that if a quality product is offered by a quality company in a quality way with quality packaging and a quality perception about that product, that people will pay a lot more for it? Something for you to think about. Finally, what would happen if you put your prices up by 1%? Would anybody not buy? Do you think you could get away with that? So what about 2% then? 3%? 4? 5? 6? 7? 8? Oh, I'm not sure I can put it on 8%, Steve. Okay, so my question for you is, why don't you test price? Now, that doesn't mean, to be clear, you have to go along and put all your prices up to all your customers and lose 25% of your customers. I'm not saying that. I'm saying maybe with some new customers. Maybe you have different customers for different markets. Maybe you package things different. Maybe you package things together to increase the average unit of sale. You know, there are loads of things that you can do in order to maybe have different levels. You know, I sometimes run a workshop, and the workshop may be, you know, let's say £100 to attend the workshop, or for £300 you can get some ongoing support and, you know, get the DVDs of the workshop as well. And you pay £300 for that. What have I just done? I've just, you know, increased the average unit of sale by 200%. You know, so think about that. Think about your pricing and how you can maybe look at improving or increasing your price by a little bit. Okay, so that's about it for this week. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you take action, and I hope you increase your prices. Thank you very much for listening.